Welcome to the NorCal SportsPass.
SportsPass!
A weekly review of NorCal's best high school sports action. Powered by a team of professional sportscasters taking their experience covering pro and college sports to the high school ranks. The NorCal SportsPass.
SportsPass!
With Dave Lewis.
How's it going? Welcome to another edition of the rapidly growing NorCal SportsPass. Thank you for checking in, and let's get right to it. The Sacramento Bee announced its boys basketball players of the year. They are Marcus Bagley and Justin Wynn of Sheldon. The Huskies went 28-7 behind the dynamic duo. They reached the state title game. The 6'8 Bagley averaged just under 20 points and 8 boards a game his junior season. Wynn, the unsung hero, and every team needs guys like him. The senior, a ferocious defender at 5'10", averaging 10 points a game and 3 assists. Wynn also earned the CIF Sportsmanship Award after the section, NorCal, and CIF title games. He was recognized by the Kings Foundation as the area's top senior player for his achievements and sportsmanship, and recognized at a Kings game on March 21st. Wynn wants to keep playing, needs to decide where, while Bagley hopes to decide on a college by the end of the school year. He's a 4-star recruit drawing interest from the likes of UCLA and Arizona State, among others. Members of the All-Metro team: Franklin senior Leland Estacio, Jesuit senior Jack Jones, Folsom junior Deshaun Lynch, junior Alan Patterson of Liberty Ranch, Grant senior Stephen Richardson, and Sheldon senior Cato Williams. The coach of the year, Steve Taylor of Rockland. The CIF announced its Winter Spring of Sport Award winners, and congratulations to Mesa Verde's Thomas Moorhead, a member of the school's baseball and basketball teams. He's also a member of AVID, Key Club, and the California Scholastic Federation. Moorhead's also volunteered for more than 140 hours of his own time in the community, said Mesa Verde English teacher Brand Ward, quote, "Thomas is one of the most intelligent, hardworking, and compassionate people I've ever met. He makes the best out of any situation, whether it's on campus or in life." Props to Samantha Matlock, a 4-year varsity softball and volleyball player at Mariposa High, as well as an established musician. She's also an ASB officer, an MCHS representative to the Juvenile Justice Commission, and is involved in several clubs on campus. And props to Lauren McDonald of Menlo Atherton, who co-founded the girls' wrestling program at the school her freshman year. She served as the team captain her last 3 years. Also a member of the debate team, a volunteer tutor, and has served as the chapter president of the Build on Global Literacy Development nonprofit. Additionally, she co-founded the Menlo Atherton Wrestling Education Corporation. That's a nonprofit which provides scholarships to wrestlers in need. With a lot going on in NorCal, perhaps let me catch my breath for just a second and pass the baton to Frank Garrity.
Sports Pass.
It'll be a special and memorable night for sure coming up on the 18th of May when Sacramento's John F. Kennedy High School will induct their first ever class into their Athletics Hall of Fame. The night will honor many special athletes, coaches, and contributors who have gone above and beyond for the school's athletics program. This first class features Clifton West, John Braxton, Butch Metzger, Jan and Joe Mystico, Michael Yogi Stewart, Jody Hashigami, Keith Frosted, Greg Vaughn, Ernest Lee, and the 2002 women's basketball team. Probably the most well-known of that group, Vaughn, who played for the Milwaukee Brewers, San Diego Padres, Cincinnati Reds, the then Tampa Bay Devil Rays, and Colorado Rockies. He was a 4-time All-Star and a 1998 Silver Slugger Award winner. After graduating from Kennedy, he played at the University of Miami. Speaking of major leaguers, everyone at Valley Christian over the moon excited for one of their own, Ryan Cordell, who made the White Sox 25-man roster to open the season. He made his debut last fall when he was called up to the big leagues. He played 19 games late in the season. We can't wait to see what he'll accomplish this year. 6'1" senior Haley Jones from Archbishop Mitty racking up the postseason honors. Earlier in March, she won the Naismith National Girls Player of the Year Award by the Atlanta Tip-Off Club, and she was recently named the Chronicles Metro Player of the Year. Haley was terrific this year, 26.1 points per game, to go along with a dozen rebounds per contest as the Monarchs race to a 25-3 overall record and a 4th straight Central Coast Section crown. Overall, during Haley's time at Mitty, the team was 105-11. Next up, we'll be watching as Haley starts her next chapter in the fall playing for Stanford. A nice job this past weekend by Lincoln High School as they hosted their first ever Fighting Zebra Invitational track meet. Casa Roble, Cordova, El Camino, Marysville, Natomas, Oakmont, Rio Linda, River Valley, Rockland, Wheatland, and Woodland all on hand to compete. A couple of CIF San Francisco section soccer teams still flying high from the championships they won. The Mission boys defeated Hilmar in the D5 NorCal tournament, giving the Bears their first ever title, led by the play of Julio Gonzalez Ponce and Acer Albadrin. Meanwhile, it's becoming old hat for the Lowell girls. The Cardinals blank Reddings University Prep, making it back-to-back championships this year in D5 after winning in D4 last year. Among the offers this week, Folsom's Deshaun Lynch gets two, one from USC, the other from Sacramento State. Jansen Foster of San Ramon Valley gets one from Louisiana Monroe. Florida International offered Bishop O'Dowd Sterling Stokes. Antioch's Jason Wade hears from Georgetown. Grant Harper, who passed for close to 3,000 yards and 32 touchdowns last season for Campo Lindo, has been offered by Montana State. Pittsburgh's Samuela Funangaloa gets one from Army. Isaiah Newell of Las Lomas from Kansas State. St. Francis lacrosse player Sophia Garona was named the school's GoTrubies.com Athlete of the Week. In a victory over Gunn, she had 2 goals and 3 assists. And less than 24 hours later, she really outdid herself. The sophomore midfielder had 8 goals and an assist against Castilleja. For SportsPass, I'm Frank Garrity.
SportsPass.
The sky's the limit for Roseville High's Donovan Jones, continuing to stretch his limits and breaking his own school high jump record with a leap of 6 feet 8 inches. Brett Petkis of Christian Brothers set a new PR in the long jump with a winning leap of 21 feet 5 inches. At the Stanford Invitational, Monterey Trail set a new school record in the 4x100 with a blazing time of 41.68 seconds. Oak Ridge High has named girls lacrosse player Ashley Lang its School Athlete of the Week. Baseball.
The NorCal Sports Pass.
Get your sports pass here.
Granite Bay closed out the non-conference schedule with a 10-4 win over Del Oro. Garen Caulfield had 3 RBIs in the win. SFL play starts next week. Looking back at another compelling performance, here's Doug Doyle.
Game of the week. Game of the week.
Game of the week. Marin Catholic sophomore softball pitcher and slugger Annabelle Tepperson had a phenomenal weekend on the diamond. On Friday, with Marin Catholic and St. Ignatius tied at 3 after 7 innings, Tepperson smacked a 2-run homer for a 5-3 lead. And then the Wildcats held on for a 5-4 Marin Catholic victory over St. Ignatius. Tepperson, a right-hander, went all the way and gave up 4 runs on 7 hits. She fanned 7 and walked 3. At the plate, Tepperson was 2 for 4 with that big home run and 3 ribbies and a run scored. She did everything. The softball star wasn't finished, though. She homered and knocked in 4 runs the next day on Saturday in Marin Catholic's 17-0 win over Drake. Job well done. For SportsPass, I'm Doug Doyle.
Game of the week. Game of the week.
Thanks a lot, Doug. The celebration continues for the Oakland High and Oakland Tech girls basketball teams, who were honored at Oracle Arena at the Warriors-Charlotte game on Sunday. Golden State star Steph Curry bought tickets for both teams. Football news, and Menlo Atherton wide receiver Troy Franklin received an offer from the University of Arizona. Marin Catholic defensive lineman Jamar Sakona, a Polynesian Bowl commit, made a visit over the weekend to the University of Arizona. From St. Francis, sophomore Maggie Price, 6 goals and 11 draw controls in a 15-5 win over Bishop O'Dowd. The Troubadours improved to 8-0 on the season. And that's a wrap for another edition of NorCal Sports Pass. For Frank Garrity, Doug Doyle, and props to our executive producer, John Franklin, I'm Dave Lewis. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.